Shane, know you missed a couple games at the start of spring training, but you look good out there today. No problem?
Yeah, sure, feels great. It's coming along. Still have some work to do, but, where I'm at right now, I'm very happy. Body feels good, and, we're just happy to be out here playing baseball.
In terms of your timing at the plate, when do you normally, that's obviously not your first spring, when do you normally start to feel comfortable at the plate?
Well, of course you want to start good from day one, but obviously, that doesn't necessarily happen. But I would say within the last week, you'd want to try to find yourself, feel comfortable at the plate. But, anytime you can go out there and, feel somewhat decent at the plate, especially, when you first start seeing live pitching, I think it's one of those things you try to get adjusted to. I always say I don't care how much you hit in the off season. There's only so much you can do to prepare yourself, because you don't get the opportunity to see the live pitching in the off season that you do when you come to spring training. So, I think once you get prepared, get your physical attributes and your body ready, and then you go out there and you try to do the mental work and try to get yourself mentally prepared and physically prepared.
Shane, last year you hit almost exclusively in the 2-hole, but Charlie had moved you around in the lineup in previous years. This year you may hit down a little bit in the lineup. Challenge for you, different for you? Is something you're looking forward to, or something you're disappointed about?
You know what? I'm never disappointed about anything in this game. There's definitely adjustments that need to be made, and I think this is what this game's about. It's definitely going to be different for me. Again, I'm not taking away anything if guys hit behind me, but obviously in a situation where you bring in a, say, guy to face roll, and then you got myself who's a switch hitter, they're going to probably bring in a righty to try to face me and keep me on the left side, knowing that, Carlos is behind me. So, again, I think it's going to be a game of adjustments for me. I'm sure I'm not going to see as many fastballs as I was in the 2-hole. Again, not taking away from anybody behind me, but it's just, the nature of the game. Obviously, if I'm the manager and I got, I could bring in a righty, maybe pitch around me and then face two guys behind me that are right-handed. Obviously, that's, you take the percentage of the game, that's the way it's going to work. But, again, I think it's about me adjusting. There's definitely going to be a lot of adjustments for me to be made in that 7-hole. But, again, I think it's about, winning a championship, and that's what it's about.
I know the goal every year is to get to the World Series, to win the World Series. You guys are in that situation where you're going to get a chance to get back there for the third consecutive year, and there's not a team, except back in like the 40s, I think, that has actually done that. So, does that, from your guys' standpoint, do you allow yourself to think that way? How do you handle that expectation that the Phillies have that you have to get there, this year too?
Well, I think the expectation's there, but I think what we do so well as a team is that we just go out there and play. We don't try to sit there and say, we need to get there, or we put extra pressure on ourselves. This game itself, as a pressure, and in a position that you were in as former GM, and things that you had to do. It's just, the opportunity knocks but once sometimes, and to go ahead and have the opportunity to be known as a team that can go back there for a third time, yeah, it's great. But again, we got to ultimately go out there and play 162 and show that we can be there.